That is the issue at hand as I speak right now.
In the name of the good, we hope to earn the truth and be worth our weight in salt.
Every night, every land and there, we hear 1 million boys, 2 million boys, 3 million boys. It's common people wouldn't have no money. They're supposed to plan it to go where people can follow you. Everybody can follow you, both the rich and those poor.
The SunnySide with Joyce.
The SunnySide with Joyce.
Weekdays 12 to 3 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info, the SunnySide. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. My name's Joyce. When you're calling, you do not say your names. About confessions, your hidden stories, the secrets only you know, but you want to share. Let's hear it. This beautiful Thursday on Nigeria Info. 0700 993 993 993 and 014657190. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce.
Welcome, Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Yes, I do. First of all, I really admire your intelligence and all that. You're so amazing.
Thank you. Very much.
All right. So, Joyce, I'm living with a woman that I really love.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
And to be honest with you, it's really eating me up. And I don't know. It's like it's getting more, even worse than as it's supposed to be, or as it has been. And I've been trying all my possible best to see how I can actually adjust to her level and all that. But I also find out that is also not helping me at all, because it's also affecting me to exploit. And I've always wanted to have these discussions with you, because I figured out that you are the only person that actually almost knows everything to
really? I don't think so. No, that's not accurate.
Well, I'm not arguing, but is to be honest with you, the way you interrupt, the way you interrogate things, the way you are so much amazing. You are so fast thinking and all that. You are smart. You are intelligent. I'm not saying this because we are talking. It's what I know.
Get it. No, yeah.
And you are not like one of those people that pretend to be smart and to be intelligent. Maybe I will hear one of those people in the next 2 hours and all that. But I mean, your own is you are naturally endowed. Like your wisdom is so amazing and all that.
That was a sub, was it? Okay.
Yeah, I always want to have this discussion with you.
Okay.
So I just have 1 minute, right? So I'm trying to put it.
So I have questions to understand what you're saying. Okay.
Okay.
You said something about level. When you say that, what do you mean? You say you try to adjust to her level. What's that?
Oh, okay. So I don't really. Education is not everything for me, but she's not educated. That is number one.
Yeah.
But that doesn't explain why she's not smart. Because I've also met some people that they are not well educated, but at least they are naturally smart. But she's not, And I don't know. I'm just trying to see how I can adjust.
So unfortunately, you must know. You see, I think you can't quite avoid the problem. So in order to fix the problem, you must identify what the issues are, if there are issues, if we can call it that. If all of this is not just the workings of your imaginations, and you're causing a problem where there is none. Do you understand?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So if we're going to fix it, then you must call it by its name. You must be able to identify it. So for example, let's say, well, she's overweight and it's affecting her health. And every time you tell her about it, she's like, well, we like fat is evidence of good living. Now you have a problem. Yeah. So you have to identify it to know that that's what you're dealing with. But if you don't know, then we're not working with anything.
Okay, so let's just use it for instance of her communication skills and all that. She's zero in communication. She don't just put things in a way how anybody can actually understand it and all that. She's not. She don't have she's not like a bad behavior person, but just this issue of she's just not. She's very unaware of things. Like there's nothing you can actually discuss with her. You can't have a conversation with her. You don't just I just don't know, Joyce. I mean, it's terrible.
No, so you've said again you don't know, and I'm asking you to be patient with the process to know it. Because you can't change it until you know it and you're not afraid to look it in the eye. Do you get? So now, the Igbos would say, at least I heard it from my parents, so she's not like you. Are you Igbo?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay, so good. Let's straighten this argument out. She's not like you. So if you want her, okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, Joyce, the problem here is that you can actually identify people in two ways. Is either the person is extrovert and introvert or extrovert.
Yeah.
Now, but there's in these two terms, there's no way you can actually put her. You can't just say that okay, she's introvert, that she can't talk and so on and so forth. She can talk, but not with the kind of if she wants to talk, maybe with people of her own level of.
So you're attracted to education. You find education and intelligence seductive. You like it.
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
You like education. You like intelligence. You're attracted to it, and she's not that.
Exactly, Joyce. I love people that you can actually have a good conversation with. You can actually discuss the circumstances on the earth and so on and all that.
And you don't have it in her.
No, she doesn't have it.
Good. So that would mean that you have to reconstruct, because look, you're married, and it's not because you don't. The reason you don't like her is not because she's a bad person. It's because of factors. Yeah.
100%.
Good. So it's the factors. So what can we do about the factors? One, you can discuss it with her and see what her interest is like. See whether you can get her interested. Now, she might probably not be as interested as you are, in the situation, but you can engage it. I mean, you can start from comedy. You can start from there so that she's more relaxed. And, and then sometimes you can say something like, you this woman, you're really smart. Imagine how smart you can be if you did more of this. So you have told her, yes. You can say, well, look, you're so good at this thing. I mean, that thing didn't cross my mind, though. You're a beautiful woman. But imagine, you say to her, well, imagine how much beauty can come out of you if you did more of that. So when you tell her that, because now she's unaware, you just said she's unaware, then you make her aware by telling her. And then if you did that long enough, she starts getting aware. And then she realizes that there's something inside of her that must come out and that you are paying attention to it. And then the habit starts to build. So you create the awareness, and then you start, and then you try to engage it. Yeah, that's something you can do. That's again saying, well, you don't know or you don't want to face it. Well, you're always going to have the problem, so you face it. So you say, well, yeah. Then you can find little stories, interesting things you heard somewhere, and say, well, what do you think about it? Yeah. And then she'll say like this, and you say, no, this is our culture. Let's argue this culture. Let's talk about this thing. What do you think? Tell her that it's a woman like her that's Iwala, and I say to her how much society has made her so powerless, and she's here laughing with, and she's here selling tomatoes and thinking that this is the height she can be. You have absolutely no idea the fire you can start when you just let a person know that they have the capacity to fly. You don't know how high that can go. You really don't know.
Joyce, I've actually tried to to see how I can actually help her a little bit, but I figured out that it's a whole lot of work. Like
it is.
We have started having a child. We just had a child of a year and 6 months and all that. And thank God the child sounds very intelligent and all that already. And I'm thinking that if I should be putting all this kind of energy on trying to nurture an adult, wouldn't it pay more for me to use that?
Beautiful. You make the choice. Then if that's what you're going to choose to do, then you can't complain about her. You see that. But when I say putting energy into her, the hope is that you're doing something enjoyable. That's why I'm saying start from jokes, start from something you can tease each other about and you can laugh about. So that way it's not stressful for you and not demanding too much of your energy. And the truth is, you're right. You're better off putting that energy into your child. So I'm going to ask you how you landed a woman like that, because I'm very sure she was that way before you got hitched. So you saw it. Except maybe your situation is one of those accidents that happen, and then you had no choice. Oh, there you go.
It was actually.
Well, yeah. So, you can't blame her for that, because something that you should have known and acted upon wasn't there. You didn't act any differently. You didn't act any wiser. So here you are. Then you must make the most of the situation.
Yeah, but if we should end up this way, I don't think I will get anything from this call. So what else are you? The major thing we are here is a kind of suggestion, because
the major thing is you're going to sacrifice. That's the truth. You're going to have to sacrifice. That's it. Nothing else. Oh. So you're staying in the marriage or you're out. If you're staying, you're sacrificing. That's it.
Oh well.
Yeah. because you shouldn't have gotten in the first place. So now that you're here, well, you can choose to leave or you're going to sacrifice. That's the gist.
Joyce, well, it's too much for me to sacrifice.
Then you shouldn't have well, then maybe you leave. And then you have to allow her be willing to leave. You're not going to leave on your terms because you brought her here.
Because it's just eating me, it's just eating me up. It's even making me to like. After I feeling like these days that I am becoming like a lesser me. Like I'm not as smart as I used to be. There is this idea that say iron sharpened iron and all that, and I don't just get it. Like no one to talk to. We are back from work and all that. You're just sitting on your own, either pressing your phone or doing one or two things.
Don't you have friends who are as like-minded as you are?
Yeah, but
you want to come home to a wife who's intelligent.
Exactly. When I come home and have some discussion with, like, just imagine in front with you. Just imagine.
Sorry? No. Don't look that high. Don't. Because, I mean, you think I'm seductive on radio, don't you think? And then I live with you and then I can't tolerate you.
No, but I'm not even talking about seductive. I'm talking of intelligence and sharing ideas, talking about happening of things and all that. I'm not even talking about... I don't mind if you're intelligent and we're fighting every day. I don't mind.
Really?
I don't care.
Then why did you go lay with her? You have created a problem. Fix it, and it takes sacrifices.
Don't you think it's too much for me to handle?
Well, unfortunately, you should have thought about that before you laid with her. You see it. So maybe that's why we should be careful of our actions. That you think before you act. And that the absence of your thinking before you acted says you're responsible for the consequences of that action. So it looks easy to just get up and run, but who are you leaving the problem for? You created it. So maybe that's also proof.
What am I going to do now?
Raise your kid, and then if you can't have the marriage with her, have a conversation with her and say, look, I don't want to be married to you, but I can give you time to adjust to that reality.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Joyce.
Well, thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. Yeah. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the SunnySide. Welcome if you have just tuned in. I don't know. Forgive me. Some of my lines look, I don't know, occupied. 0700 993 993 993 01 465 7190. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Confession Stairs. Did you have a confession?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, as for your last caller, do it right and let go. I think is the best option.
What do you mean do it right? Do what right?
Yeah, just like as you rightly said, that she should have articulated before laying there with her. So you shouldn't allow the young baby to suffer. That's my own advice.
All right, thank you very much.
Then Joyce, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a promise to you sometimes last year.
Is it a Ferrari?
Yeah, but based on financial constraint, I was unable to. I promised you an ice cream.
Aw.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do that.
Oh, you're such a darling. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And as for the other caller that called and complained about the police harassing his rider.
Yeah.
I know very well that authority, they are listening to this show, and they should do something before the situation got out of hand.
Amen.
Because very soon we're not going to take it any longer.
All right.
Where we cannot feel safe in this country, then the people that they pay through our hard-earned money will be harassing us on the road. People that are supposed to protect us is not killing us.
All right, you got to hurry up. Yeah, but I get it, though. You're making so much sense.
It's unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Rightly said. Thank you.
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for calling. 99.3 Nigeria Info. You're on the sunny side. Hi. Hello. Can you hear us? I do apologize. If you can't hear me, you're going to have to call back. Hello, the sunny side. How are you?
Hello.
The volume of your radio set. Thank you.
Good afternoon, guys.
Yes, Confessions Thursday. Good afternoon. Do you have a confession?
God bless you, Joyce.
Yeah, God bless you,
Then,
too.
the last caller.
Oh.
Well, I'm almost in that shoe.
Oh.
But I want to ask you,
Yeah.
what sacrifice can the guy make? Can we make? He said that either we make sacrifice or we departed from the marriage.
But you sound older. Pardon me if I'm right. Are you older? You sound a lot older. You're probably about 50.
Hello?
Are you about 50? Am I wrong?
Is it?
Are you above 50? 50 years of age?
I'm up to.
You're up to. Okay. So you're in the same dilemmas. You want to find out what sacrifices you can make.
Yes, because I like the way you prefer it. I'm very happy that I gain out of it.
Oh.
So I want to know about the sacrifice.
Okay. Sure. I can say that. You want to stay on the telephone or you want to go?
No, I'm still on the telephone because I'm packing to listen to you, please.
Okay. So when we create a problem, it's our responsibility to fix it. Otherwise, this problem can become a bigger problem. It can mutate. So it's like, well, when you plant a seed, well, the seed becomes a tree, and then the tree bears, a multiplicity of its kind, or it says bears, its fruit. What bears the fruit of the seed you have planted? Yeah, you get that. I mean, that's typical biology. Planting and reaping, you get that?
Yeah.
Okay. So he shouldn't have slept with her. That's where he shouldn't have laid with her.
Okay.
That's where the problem began. He should
Yes,
not.
but
Yes.
if you're already on that issue, then
He
what
shouldn't
is the
have.
sacrifice the first one to say that we should take it as if we are in the comedy. I take it that was very right, that you should always be praising her, that what she did is fine, is good, and all this other, but you said that otherwise it's sacrifice. What is the main sacrifice that can be able to...
So he said that it would be stressful. It would demand too much of him. And that's true. That's very true. It would take so much from him to get her to be interested. But even worse, he would find it frustrating that he has to practically explain every phrase.
Exactly. That's exactly the same thing. Because it's difficult.
He would have to explain his logic. He would have to explain his perspective. He would have to explain it to her as though he's explaining it to a 5-year-old. It happens to me, so when I'm in conversations with some people, I'm like, wait, but this is really simple. How come you don't get it? And then I get frustrated, and I'm not even married to them, and they frustrate me that much. Even you guys on radio sometimes.
Yeah.
So, the sacrifice is that, well, now you are in this problem, a problem that you created. So you start from levity. You start from jokes. You look for conversations that you can joke about so that you can laugh about it. And then you remind them of something. I mean, you're not giving them undue credit because that's a problem. You don't give a credit to a person when they don't deserve it. But when they deserve it, you say, well, that thing you said is very smart. And then you try to see whether you can ignite that seed of awareness. He said she has no awareness. It's a terrible thing living with someone with no awareness, or being married to someone with no awareness. It's crazy. So you ignite that fire. You say, well, that thing you said is very smart, and then you can say, look, I think you have the potential to be really intelligent, but you're not taking it seriously.
Okay.
So take it seriously, and God knows what you can become.
Please, how do I avoid argument?
Silence.
Some fact, you are telling something to do or trying to do argument. How can I avoid that?
Silence.
So that argument. If I'm telling her a fact, so that which is important, but you're trying to put in argument, I would like to dodge out from that, so that I will not.
Silence. So I've learned in argument, the first thing, don't get upset, and it's usually difficult. But the moment you're able to subdue anger, that emotion, then even when they're not getting it, because you're not angry, you can afford patience to explain yourself again in a different way. So the problem with conversation is that someone gets angry. Yeah, so once you get angry, the conversation dies practically. Nothing you say is heard, and you're not even speaking to be heard. You're speaking to override what they're saying.
God bless you. What if it's angry now? What method will I use if it's angry?
Silence.
Angry.
Silence. And then later you say, so why were you angry? And then she'll explain herself. And then you say, do you want to know what I think? Ask her. Make her care. Like, well, okay, that's why you're angry? All right, great. But do you want to know what I think about that? Then she's going to say no. And you say, okay, all right, fine. And you keep quiet. Then your new game is to be keeping quiet. Then she'll come and beg you like, you're always keeping quiet. Why are you always keeping quiet? You say, do you want to know what I think? When she says yes, then you explain yourself and try to highlight where the problems lie. You say, well, if you want tea and I want rice, well, we have to agree. So if I say let's have tea today, you have to allow us have rice tomorrow. So at least you're taking me into consideration.
Oh, Joyce, thank you very much. Thank God for getting you today, because I always try on this program, but I can't get you. Sometimes I love the way you laugh when you are making a point. You laugh very golden
heartily.
laugh. But as you are laughing now, I always like it. The way you laugh sometimes.
Wow.
In fact, I'm very happy. I want to be appreciating you.
Thank you. Thank you, and I wish you well, okay?
Yeah, please. Keep on picking this number because sometimes you make me happy, feel happy. Moreover, when you laugh, the golden laugh. So,
Nigerian government should be paying me, man. I'm doing some work here. Well, thank you very much for calling. And
you make me happy this afternoon.
This is a public service announcement. Lagos, are you ready? The biggest thing ever is about to hit Lagos on the 1st of October 2021. The unveiling of the awakening of the financial date, Friday the 1st of October 2021. Time is 12:30 p.m. sharp. It's high time we aggressively change our financial status. To be part of this amazing event, the first 50 people to text yes to 081-023-72707 will get 5,000 naira entry ticket for free. Text yes to 081-023-72707. Only 50 free slots available. COVID-19 protocols are fully observed.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Confession.
Yeah, I do.
All right, go ahead.
So, I had an encounter with this guy that works in a radio station. He's a chauvinist. He likes women to worship him, in fact.
Who?
So, if dating a lady.
Could you speak closer to your mouthpiece? Speak closer to your mouthpiece.
All right.
Yeah, thank
I said I had an encounter with this guy that works in a radio station. Who's a chauvinist.
Yeah.
And arrogant.
Yeah.
He talks down on women.
I want to ask the name of
He
the
does
person.
not want to, if you go out, he does not want to hear your opinion. He thinks because he's a man,
Yeah.
he knows everything and should be the one to do the talking.
Yeah.
When you say anything that is not, that concerning men, he will insult you and put you down.
Really?
And, yeah.
All right.
And I think that is very bad of him. He shouldn't be working in a radio station.
Is he my colleague?
So ill-mannered. Even a guy talked with him on the radio one day because the guy disagreed with his Bible posting and others. He decided to block the man, said he should not call this radio station again. I thought that kind of guy should not be working in a radio station. And that is Daddy Freeze. He insulted me. Daddy Freeze is he's a chauvinist and insolent and arrogant.
Okay.
He insulted me because I called
All right. I do
on his
apologize.
radio station and complained that men were insulting a lady that complained about when she was giving gifts and they were not grateful. And this man, this Daddy Freeze insulted me. He called me many names. I sleep in the hotel. That's why I'm supporting that lady, that I'm that kind of lady, that kind of girl. That's where we are. So I think that Freeze is not supposed to be working in that radio station. Sometimes I think maybe he owns Nigerian info. That's why he is still there. He's so insulting that he should not be there.
Can I say something?
And so arrogant and stupid too.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So, what he said to you, is he right about the things
No.
he said to you? Then don't get mad. Don't get
You
mad.
shouldn't be talking to people anyhow.
Well,
because we are listening to talk shows.
I get it.
Then he insults women. Like, nothing. He has no regard for women, and he wants women to have regard for him.
Okay.
He's a chauvinist.
Okay. So, first of all, let's establish the anger. You see, if I say something to you and it's not right, then you shouldn't be triggered. Don't get angry. It's easier for you to think when you're not angry. When you're angry, too many things are in the way of judgment. Do you understand that?
I do.
Yeah. So if I say something to you and I'm not right, well, we can excuse that to be, well, because we're fighting, we're just saying things to each other. And then you can let it go once it's done. And I'm asking you to let it go. Yeah? And it's okay. So maybe what I think you should establish within yourself is, because whether it's him or anybody else, if somebody wants to shrink you and you don't want to shrink, then you don't shrink. And that's not something you get angry about. You don't even have to be angry to enforce your desire to not shrink.
I don't shrink. I don't care what it means.
Then don't get
I'm
mad.
better than him 100 times.
Then don't get mad. Because it doesn't...
Not mad.
Okay. So...
Not mad. Just trying to let him know that he's a chauvinist and not going to give me good.
I don't know what's good. No. So what's better
he
is
wants,
that...
He wants with...
Any man can hold... Are you one of women? Who any man is that one?
No way.
Fine. That's where it ends. You see, all these other things you're talking about, that's where it ends. If a so that's why I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. You're mad at Freeze, and I want to and generalize it. Chauvinism so on something, but just because I think I'm better than you, and you resist it. Well, that's good enough. Why are you angry? You're calling me. You sound angry. Won't even bother calling out that. If you're not angry,
I just want to let him know my mind because he refused Ada to pick my call.
Yours.
I called back that day.
It's all right. You two, you shouldn't even have called since you know he's a chauvinist. You two have some principles. If someone doesn't want you in their corner, you stand aside. If it, why are you still calling? Do you get? So if someone wants to shrink you, you don't want to shrink. You don't want to shrink. That's what it is, and you don't get mad about it. It's just, it's your fact. You can't bend it.
All right.
Thank you. Glad you got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't get mad. At this point, they're supposed to pay me from Federal Reserve. I'm serious. Like, you should pay me for, like, the Federal Reserve. Okay. But honestly, though, so I don't know what happened. I can't quite speak on it. Yeah. But And it's not, I don't know what happened. I can't speak on it. But if you found yourself anywhere, and they say, sometimes when people say, well, Joyce is tough, I don't even know what they mean, you know? But I'm glad that you say that about me and you wouldn't say anything else. You wouldn't say, oh, you can push her around. You can never say that because you know. And so I don't have to shout to say that. You don't have to shout to establish a fact. Yeah, that's if it's your fact. So don't get mad about everything. Well, you want to get mad, but you want to be sure it's worth getting mad about. If it's a statement of fact of yours, you don't shout about that. You don't get mad about that. So if you meet any chauvinist anywhere, and you're not the one that they can put in their back pocket, honey, you're not the one. Yeah, and that's all you have to do. Not be the one. The sunny side.
The sunny side with Joyce.
Hello. Confessions Thursday. The volume of your radio set.
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon.
Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession, pretty?
No, I want to contribute based on what the guy is talking about, the wife or the girlfriend not being intelligent.
Oh, okay.
No,
go ahead.
Yeah. I want to say that I don't really know, but I think the guy doesn't love that lady.
Of course.
Yeah. The guy doesn't love the lady because if he does, there are other interesting things about the wife. Then if the wife is not really on the side he wants her to be, he should help. If he has money, he can take her to all these comedy shows.
He doesn't have.
They have televisions in the house. He can discuss with her, henceforth, there is no movie, there's no Nigerian movie, there's no this. Let's be listening to news, see what is happening in the country. You can make the lady to have the habit of doing that. Because I believe when you have watching all these shows.
So you think home videos don't make you intelligent?
You pick up.
You don't think watching home videos make you intelligent?
Ma?
You don't think watching home video movies make a person intelligent? Shots fired.
Based on what he's saying, I think he should just help. If he really loves that lady, he should help her. Not thinking of I'm not interested.
If he doesn't love her, if he doesn't love her, if he doesn't love her,
something like that.
What should he do?
Maybe his eyes is outside. There is someone he's eyeing. Maybe that's where his mind.
Well, he didn't say that.
Somewhere,
he didn't
and
say
his
that.
mind has been made up. Anything the lady is doing to him is nothing. He's
if
just
he doesn't,
saying not
hold on a second. If he doesn't love her, what should he do? He didn't say he has another woman anywhere, so we can't quite take that into the equation. But if he doesn't love her, what should he do?
He doesn't love the lady. Then what led him to?
Now, whatever led him there is anyone's guess, but he's there now. So what should he do? Stay or leave? Or help?
You should walk. If he doesn't love the lady, fine. Maybe he can walk away. Good.
Okay.
Then you shouldn't do it in a harsh way.
Yeah.
But if he actually loves that lady, I think you should work on her.
Which might not be. Which might not be the case. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, the love part might not be the case.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
I just want to say my mind. Thank you.
I do appreciate your mind. 99.3 Nigeria Info Confessions Thursday. Hello, welcome. How are you? Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
No. But I just want to say something concerning second to the last lady. Thank God you didn't judge anyone, like you said. I listened to that show, and when they say fair women, that's the definition of fair women. That woman is a liar.
Oh.
That was not what happened. She's a big fat liar. I put it to her because I listened. She was the one who did nonsense that day. And it was not only that the phrase that even attacked her. I was one of those that attacked. I wasn't the only one. A lot of people. A young lady called in to call men stupid. You understand?
Yeah.
It was so painful that the way the lady was talking, she's too young to be talking like that. Calling men stupid because, okay, let's say a lady gets a man a gift. And the man is now asking, how did you get the money to buy this gift? To that young lady, that young lady says because of that, she can never ever buy any gift for a man. Because even when you buy it for them, they don't appreciate it. They don't do this, they don't do that. That they are stupid. You understand the way she was saying they are asking stupid questions.
Yeah.
She now came after we talked about that lady that come. Girl, that's not the way to talk. You understand? Trying to let her know that it is wrong. Even if a man is asking you a question, it does not mean they don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
But because we are asking the question, we want to know. We know, like, you know, when a woman buys something expensive, is it that she's keeping? You understand that?
Okay,
kind of
so
this one now called in.
Yeah.
Start attacking people that spoke. That why would she talk like that? That was what happened. She was shouting. She was even calling from a noisy place.
Yeah.
That was this on that day.
So it might be possible that she doesn't like men, and so anything about men might trigger her.
It's men.
Yeah,
that particular woman. It's men. So to her, she thinks when men are even talking, they are fools. So to her,
okay, all right. Okay,
so she needs to work on herself.
Okay, so I think we have found a question we're going to ask her. We're going to ask her whenever I have the opportunity whether she hates men.
She's a liar.
I am.
She's not all that show again.
She shouldn't call because she's not welcomed, so she shouldn't call.
We don't want that kind of vibe, man.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I do appreciate. Really, if you're not wanted anywhere, you don't go there. Yeah, and when you go there, you create conflict. If they don't want you anywhere, you don't go. It's a way to respect yourself. And that's not even me speaking on the situation. Anywhere. It's like if they don't invite you for a ceremony, you don't go. You know? Yeah. Confessions Thursday, hey. The volume of your radio set. Maybe she's a misandrist? I think that's the one. Misandrist?
Hello?
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Confessions Thursday.
Yeah, I don't really have a confession. I have a question.
Okay.
Now you were telling the other man that if he can, what about women who are married to those ones that are not that learned?
Does she want
it's
a learned
for
guy?
A man to walk out. You understand? It's just for a man to walk out of the marriage. He can easily get somebody new. But a woman, it's difficult. You understand? You're already married.
Do you want him to stay?
You're really trying to help him out, but when you have a little misunderstanding, it's like, okay, because you're more learned than I do, so you think you can talk to me anyhow, you can do me what you like, okay, because you're more learned than I do. So what do we do?
No. So you must find something to do. So in that situation where the man called, would you ask the man to stay, knowing that he gets angry, or he gets displeased or frustrated just because he tries to have a conversation with her and she's not intelligent enough? Would you ask him to stay in that union?
Please understand me. Now, he's saying that, okay, he cannot put up with the woman. He doesn't know how long he's going to teach her to understand.
Yeah.
If he walks out of it now, tomorrow, a month, a week's time, he can get somebody new.
Yeah.
Are you feeling me?
I do.
But for a woman, okay, let's assume I want to walk out now. So how long do you think it's going to take me to get somebody again?
Well, I don't know that you need somebody that much as much as you need yourself. Like, society is so warped. So you're talking about needing somebody, but maybe you need yourself first. So that's why I'm asking you, assuming you were the woman in that situation and the man who's living, or the man you're living with, or the man who's living with you does not respect you, doesn't like you, and because you're not intelligent, he gets frustrated. What would you do?
I'll feel bad.
And then?
You understand? I'll feel bad. But what are in my own situation now? My man is not that learned, and I'm a little bit learned than he is. It's not as if I'm well educated.
Yeah.
But whenever we have a little misunderstanding, it's like, okay, because you're learned than I do, so you think you can talk down on me, and you try to come down to his level, but it's like it's a problem. Every now and then, okay, you're better than I do, and all that.
So you're giving me two scenarios. Are we talking about that scenario? Are we talking about your scenario now? Should we talk about yours?
Okay, let me talk about my scenario.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I'm like, okay, I'm more learned, like I said earlier, I'm more learned than he is.
And he's not.
And he's not.
And
but
he's
I
not
don't
receptive.
understand before I got into the marriage.
Okay.
But I'm trying to come down to his level.
Yeah.
But whenever he has this provocation, it's like, okay, you are learned than I do, so you think you can talk down on me.
Do you talk down on him? Bad. So that feel bad, let's analyze it. Because there is, you honestly feel bad out of guilt of something you did, or there is somebody trying to make you...
I talk. You have to be where I
so hold
spoke
on.
to him all that.
Yeah, so you feel guilt because, yes, indeed, you're guilty because of the manner you spoke, or somebody is trying to make you feel guilty. Two different things.
I'm feeling guilty. I'm the one feeling guilty because whenever it's like...
Are you wrong in your approach? Then if you're wrong in your approach, then you fix it. So can you answer the question?
To me, I don't see that I'm wrong, but to him, it's like, what is particular about is that, okay, you're learner than I do, so you think everything you say or everything you do is right, or everything you say must go down.
All right, wait. So you change your approach. How about that? Because this is you assuming that you are the one with the intellectual upper hand. Yeah, so this method is not working, then you try another method. The reason I'm asking you to try another method is so that we can establish that the man is not deliberately choosing to be arrogant, and because his culture told him that he's a man, he just wants you to shut up, you and your masters. So you try another approach. You say, well, so, honey, there's a problem. If we do it like this, this is the consequence, or this is the outcome.
That is you're a Fabi housewife. Now you think you know it all, right? You're the almighty.
Then you got a
problem. You know everything.
Yeah, then so two things. You stay or you leave. That's the truth. You tolerate it or you leave.
That's what I'm saying. It's not easy for a woman to just pack and leave.
Wait, when
it's
you
easier
say...
for a man, because in the next week, a month, you get someone new.
Honey.
But what's about a woman?
Okay, so let's talk about leaving. When you say leave...
And let's talking about age here. Age is not telling on you. So how do you know you're going to get somebody in the next 2 weeks and your next woman who is ready for marriage?
So first of all, the way you are thinking, you sound like you're dependent on a man. First, let's get
I'm
that
not.
straight. Well,
I'm
so
okay on my own.
Then why are you saying, well, if you leave, it's going to take you a while to get a man? Who says you need a man? And who says you're not going to get a man right outside your door? Who says that there's a neighbor on you, that same street that has been seeing you and thinks, well, oh, I like that woman. Oh, but she's married. Okay, I'll just mind my business and face front. Why are you laughing? Let's talk. You want to talk? Let's do that.
Actually, I do get these compliments every now and
so
then.
Good. So then, are we working on the marriage or we're leaving? Because the truth is, if you're leaving, you're the one who's thinking it's hard. The day you want to leave, you realize it's not hard. Women have left. Are they dead? No. So it's your fear. You're going to determine whether it's easy to leave or it's not. If fire was burning, would you wonder how fast you can run? You're going to try to run, no matter how fast. You're going to try, isn't it? So you sit down there and you create images that put hindrances all around your head. If it's easy for the man to leave, why isn't it easy for you to leave? He thinks it's easy. The man thinks, well, it's easy for him. How come it's not easier for you? Don't do that on my show, child. Don't do that on my show. Don't tell me anything about society. You are society. You can barely think your way through. What's society? What's my business with whether you're married or you're single? You think I care?
How your life is supposed to be run. You're supposed to stay married, whether good or bad.
So that's you. You're listening to nonsense, and you can't even separate the truth from nonsense. So there you are suffering. You're calling my show. You can't even straighten your argument.
Really,
yes.
if you ask me, I'm fed up. I'm fed up. You understand? I'm fed up.
Well, so let him know that you're fed up. That's a conversation you must have. If you're fed up, honey, look, I'm tired of this marriage. He's going to say why. And so now men are calling you, Abby. You this woman, you're a prostitute.
That's
you want to leave.
Okay.
It's okay.
You see somewhere better off than
it's
I am,
okay.
right? You think you want to go, okay? You want to leave me, okay?
Now, what someone thinks is not your business. If you're fed up, Bia Sampson, God bless you. The day we married, I really thought this was going to be heaven on earth, but it's not. I'm fed up. I want to give this the last fighting chance. And then you're going to try to save the marriage. And hopefully he wants the marriage as bad as you do. Then if he don't want the marriage, then you can say we can separate. It doesn't have to be messy. What's the plan? You can go meet Chiamaka 2 streets away, wherever. You don't care. But you're still afraid, so you can't think. You care what society says. Well, you're bothered about your religion. You're bothered about everything else but what the facts of the matter is. And if the facts are what they are, then you address the facts of the issue. And then what your father thinks would barely count because you're miserable and it's your life. And one of the responsibilities of being given life is that you defend your life and make something meaningful out of it. And if someone is going to be a burden to bear for the rest of your days, you choose to bear the burden or you choose to not bear that type of burden. It's a choice you make. What someone says, what does that even mean? What they say. People have been saying stuff. Like, you have to imagine the world. If people said... So, the world would have been better if people said the truth and acted rightly. So if the world is what it is, then people just say stuff and half of what they say is nonsense. If not all of what they say is nonsense.
We're like gold diggers. tunneling through the mishaps and the handicaps.
I don't know what to cook for them. I don't know what to give them to eat. That is the issue at hand as I speak right now.
In the name of the good, we hope to earn the truth and be worth our weight in salt.
Every night, every lad and there, we hear 1 million boys, 2 million boys, 3 million boys. Common people wouldn't have no money. They're supposed to plan it to go where people can follow you. Everybody can follow you, both the rich and those poor.
The SunnySide with Joyce.
The SunnySide with Joyce.
Weekdays 12 to 3 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
You're afraid to make a decision. You're afraid to stand alone, and there are consequences for that. You know? There are consequences for that. There's a price to pay. And I don't know what you think about any kind of war, mental, psychological, emotional. Except you have someone who loves you, then what you have is a kind of war. And so you might have someone who's unaware that you're in a war, and when you make them aware, then they say, oh, no, my plan is not to fight my husband, and then they adjust. Or, oh, my plan is not to fight my wife, and then they adjust. It means that they want what you want as bad as you want it, and then they work towards it. And then you realize that some people really what they're doing is, let me tell you, I fell in love with this guy, and he went on, so a few years after I stopped seeing him, he went on Instagram. Yeah, and this is what he wrote, and I'm going to try to quote him verbatim. He says, and I quote, "Women, stop praying." This was around Christmas. He said, "Women, stop praying because Father Christmas tried to kidnap." No, he said, "Women, stop praying for a good man because Father Christmas tried to kidnap me." And I know you're going to think, well, that sounds okay, but think about the phrase again. Women, stop praying for a good man because Father Christmas tried to kidnap a good man. Well, so you need the backstory, I think, but you look at the phrase, and you look at the phrase hard enough, and you can see that he is suggesting something. Yeah? So I've noticed that is a kind of, so society has told men what they've told men, but something we can extract, which I don't know whether you can argue this one for sure, is that some men think that it's the woman's responsibility to pray. The man doesn't think it's his responsibility to pray. I don't know who you've met, but I've met men. I met a rich guy who was getting married, and he said to me, "It's the responsibility of the woman to hold the home." And I say, no, it's not her responsibility. It's yours. It's you two's responsibility. So if you let the ball down, the home is fractured. And he was like, well, yeah, but it's her responsibility. So he was trying to say, well, if I let it down, it will still be your home as long as she's holding it together. Because there is the thing about, well, the man can really be what he wants to be, and the woman must pray and hold it down. So when I read this guy's message on Instagram, well, I think it was at least 2 people in the comment section said to him, this thing is very conceited. There's something arrogant about your statement. But, he came back with a reply like, it's not that serious. No, he's an arrogant guy. I know if I could print his blood on paper. Like, I know him. That's an arrogant statement. It's conceited, of course. So some people, what they're doing is, if you would shoulder the problem, they would let you shoulder it alone. And then when they try to help you, they make you feel like it's your responsibility, and they're helping you until you understand what's yours to bear and draw a line there. You think that what you're carrying is all yours to bear. The moment you shake off the one that's not yours, the other person will wake up. Yeah. Well, if you can carry it, why should they help you? They'll say. It's good people that go out of their way to be like, oh, no, don't do that. That's what good people do. Other people are looking for an advantage. Yes. Some are insecure. And then you say, no, I don't want you to be insecure. We can work this out. We're together. Don't be insecure. This is the problem. Let's fix it. That's all. Yeah? I'm off on a break. We'll be right back. Yeah, right here.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3.
Africa's 7th largest economy, over 10 million youth population, the land of opportunities. But how can you see and tap into the opportunities that abound in Lagos? Nigeria Info, in collaboration with the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, LSETF, presents The Portal. Join us on The Portal, 11 a.m. every Saturday Saturday as we discuss employability, easy access to funding for small businesses, business management, and many more. You will learn from business experts, captains of industry, and young entrepreneurs. The Portal, every Saturday at 11 a.m. Brought to you by 99.3 Nigeria Info and the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. In commemoration of the International Girl Child Day 2021, FINA Multimedia Concepts presents the Win Her Conference 2021. Theme, Activating Women's Sports at the Grassroots. Speakers include Queen Lizzie, Chisom Ezeoke, Liz Okogu, and Hajia Zainab Saleh. Date, 11th of October 2021. Venue, Terracotta. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. This event is powered by First Bank, supported by Kokwa Zobia Info, Femi and the Gang, Minimi, Nasco, Wilson's Lemonade, and Hegai Football.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the SunnySide.
Hello. Confessions Thursday. You'll be my final caller. The volume of your radio set. Turn up the volume of your radio set. Hello? Hello? The volume of your radio set. That's something real easy to do. So please turn it off when you call in. Hi, Nigeria Info.
Hey, sorry.
What's up? Confessions Thursday. I can hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Welcome. It's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Yeah, sorry, let me quickly chip in. Because that woman that came last time about the fridge. Check it.
Oh, well, let's not give her the last minute. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, you see what that woman said there? So much, she started blaspheming. All what she said is a lie.
Yeah, it's okay. She's going to call us back again. We're going to ask her whether she hates men when she calls us back.
Yeah, let me just say, that she never further anything. That she never say anything.
Great.
She only thought and started insulting men. They were advising the girl that I called earlier about saying that, so that the one that called earlier, so that she can never ever give any man anything.
Yeah.
She said they'll be asking stupid questions. That
Okay.
some men are stupid. She's that. So she has said now God was not attacking men that advise the young men.
Yeah.
She said that all men are stupid, all men are that. So that she was not saying, Madam, where are you calling for? When you're calling for, it's very noisy. Check it.
Yeah.
And I hear insulting men. Why would you be insulting men? Finish. She doesn't know further anything. And
Okay.
she just gonna start saying rubbish.
Yeah.
That I see that like. See, most times I don't know that woman. I don't know. She doesn't want to check herself. She cannot go and start talking to anyhow.
Thank
See,
you.
That woman, she's the one that's very mature. She
Okay.
doesn't have sense.
All right.
So
Thank
this
you.
is what I would say.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Let me just keep my own.
I'm sorry. Time. Hi. Final caller. How are you?
Yeah, let me be the final caller.
All right. Real quick then. Go ahead. Thank you very much for calling.
Because I am very, very happy knowing somebody like you.
Yeah. Why? Nah, I want Ferrari. Don't even do that.
No, Joyce, I can live with you forever.
That's
You are
not
that
true.
type of person that I can live
Hey,
with you forever.
you men are falling for this thing, man. My
No,
patience,
you are-
my patience is short.
It's
But
God that give you to me.
Hey,
It's
look
your
at that.
And I'm very, very happy.
Hey.
Are you getting me?
No.
And you are the best thing that have ever happened to me.
Hey.
So, you see, I like it. I can live with you. There will be no problem because you will know how to adjust it. Me, I will know how to adjust it. The
Okay.
woman called and he said, adjust it so that it will happen. She said no. And it was as if you are there. You are not there, but you know what is happening. You see all these people, you don't need to help them because they don't want to help themselves. The
All
best
right.
thing that can happen, and I want her is to leave that man so that the man will go a faithful wife that will respect him and love him.
Which one are you talking about
The
now?
last woman that called you.
No, she's saying that her husband is not listening to her. You're not listening. You're speaking. Wait. She said her husband is not listening to her when she's trying to let him know of how to fix a problem. He's intimidated by her education. You don't want her to be silent if she's sensible.
Because of time. See, she said that the husband said, because you are educated more than me. Then you told her, adjust now. She don't want to adjust. If she can adjust, okay, if she went out now, how can this man now, his problem is because is because she's doing because she thinks she knows all.
Yeah, but she might not be rude. But hold on a second, though. You also wait. You also must consider that people are intimidated by some things. He could be intimidated by her education. That's also possible. So I'm saying adjust.
She could have said, "Okay, I have adjusted. Or look at the situation."
Oh yeah, and we've told her to adjust. She'll try it. We've told her to.
Let me stop there because of that, Joyce.
To change her approach.
She was insulting, and if you see the kind of way how she was shouting, the kind of music that was sounding at the background.
Oh, that same lady, yeah? Okay.
The same lady, and she was that should that should even let you know the type of person or the character of what that girl is doing.
Okay.
Or what she's working on, you know.
Well, I'm glad all of you bear witness to the Freeze This event, because sometimes this is how people spoil other people's names. So thank you very much for calling in. Yeah. All right. Thank you. I have to go off on a break. You have to help me, okay? Well, thank you very much. No. It's not possible that you've not rounded off. We're off on a break to bring you the headlines. The Sunny Side. My name is Joyce. We'll be right back.
The Sunny Side with Joyce. Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.